Hey everybody, it's Coach Andrew. I hope you all are having a good winter. This morning I'm going to go over how to address the golf ball. So what you'll see that I've got here is I've got a couple sticks that I bought online that you can find on Amazon for $10–15. They come usually in packs of 3, but you could easily just as use, and I've used for many years, just other clubs in my bag for this drill. And really what this drill is just a check kind of on your fundamental setup. And that's really important because if we don't address the ball the right way, it makes it very, very difficult to hit the ball in a consistent or the right way even, because our body then has to try and compensate for being lined up the wrong way. So this is something that when you're on the range, even on the course, I'll show you a couple of little tips that you can always just kind of check if you start hitting the ball a little bit off to make sure that you're set up right. So what I'm looking to do here is this stick that I have here. This stick is basically set up to be slightly parallel to my target, which is just to the right of that green flag out there, if you can see it. When I come up to the ball, I can always check, even without this stick here, to make sure that I'm parallel to my target by putting the club up to my shoulders, okay, my hips, and then even down at my feet. So sometimes you'll see pros or just anybody playing, if they hit one bad, after they swing, they'll put the club down and I'll kind of look and say, all right, is I aim the right way? But that's a quick and easy way on the course or while you're hitting balls to practice that. Now, what's key about this is you want to be in a nice athletic posture, so you want to kind of bend at the waist, push your hips backward. Okay, so your back should be like it is here, a nice straight line, kind of rounded at the shoulders. All right. Now from here, when I take the right back, if I'm set up right, the club, as you see, is going to basically point parallel with the stick on the ground. Okay? And that's what you want to have happen. You don't want the club to be this way, you don't want it to be that way, you want it to be nice down the line like that. Alright? So now, I'm going to flip the camera around and show you from the other side, and I'm going to show you ball placement. So, now I flip the camera around so you can kind of get a better vantage point of where I'm playing the ball in my stance. Now, before I walk through that, what's our easy way to check our setup to the club? Okay, we're going to take our feet, we're going to make a Y. Right? Our feet, we want to be generally about shoulder width apart. For shorter clubs like a pitching wedge or sand wedge, maybe they can come in a little bit, but for a driver, for mid-iron, you know, you want to have your feet about shoulder width apart. That's going to give you a good base in which to swing. So we're going to make a Y again with our feet. We're going to make an A now with our hands. We're going to bend like you saw from the other angle. You know, we're going to bend from our waist a little bit, pushing our rear end out. Okay. Now here, if you look at this axis that's coming straight at the camera, that's I'm looking to try to have the ball for my pitching wedge kind of right in the middle of my stance. That's where I like to play it. So you see here, it's about maybe a little bit more forward than the middle, but for me, that's where I like to play. And this is something, you know, I'm giving you a general suggestion, but you need to, you know, practice and feel what's good for you. But generally speaking, you know, players are going to play the ball with a pitching wedge, with their sand wedge, with their 7-iron in the middle of their stance, and that's slowly going to, the ball position is going to slowly creep towards the left foot as you get with clubs that go farther. So for my 5-iron, let's say, the 5-iron, I'd play probably something like this, which is maybe there's 2 balls between my left heel and this stick. Okay. Then for my driver, you'll see in a second, my driver I'm going to play off my left heel. Some people even play it kind of off the left toe, but for me, I like to play it off of my left heel. That's a good position for me. So let me grab my driver, tee this up. Okay. So I'm going to make sure my feet are lined up to the target. So my feet are actually a little bit slightly more than shoulder width apart. Get the ball off my left heel here. Alright, I'm going to bend slightly at the waist.